Hello all, we are here for one more lesson of this VariCAD 2016 training course, and the topic for this lesson are special shapes. In fact, we have four different types of special shapes, and the first two are very similar, being the first one, the pipes, where we need to give these values, outer and inner diameter and an elbow radius, and very similar, we have the cable wire, where we just give the outer and the elbow radius. So these are very completely similar, with the exception that on the first one, we have the inner diameter. So I will speak only in the pipes because the options are the same for this one. So we need to define some values or set these ones in this case. And now you need only to give points in 3D space, and every time you want to insert a point, just to enter and a small symbol appears. Now with the angles, with the distance or dynamic, just say new points, enter, and you make your path so something as complex as you want. So when you are happy with the definition, just do OK and you are done. Okay, very easy, no stress about it. So first and second special shape. Now we have another special shape, and I will delete these pipes. I will make a very simple box. Just do the OK, and let us put this rotating on a known point. Okay, now I will make some fillets, can be around here and also on this one, and let us use this value, no problem. And as you can see, I have solid, and from this solid I want to make this, which is called shells, and the shell, it's a thin, thick solid. So this is very easy to use also. So I choose the option. I need to choose now what is the surface that is going to be open. So I want to open this solid on the top. So I will choose this option to say select all except the detected one, and the select is for make the thickness. So okay, you see it chooses everything with the exception of this one. Just do the OK, give the thickness you want to insert on the solid and say this is outer or not, and here we have our solid. Okay, just to show you one, we can go, for example, to give you another idea about it. If we make, for example, a hole now, I'm not worried where, you see the hole will go through the thickness that we have in this moment. But for example, if we make the hole in this stage, okay, for example here, and now I will make the shell, the result is completely different. Okay, so it's important to understand when you are working with these shells, it is important to understand the order to do this, because it may imply different final result. Finally, we have another special shape, which is the threads, or which are the threads. And we have three different kinds of threads in solids. The first one, we've seen it already in the past, I think when we were checking the Boolean operations. And the first one is the threaded hole, where we just choose one solid, we choose the thread and say do it here, Okay, you see it's a thread done. This was seen already, but we have two more options, and one of the options is a threaded cylinder or screw, where we also choose the thread, the length, and the thread length. Okay, I will use these values, they should be okay. And we can insert the threaded part of the screw, so we may have other solids behind, we can add them. So, but this is the important part. The nice feature about this, and you see that this is basically a solid with these lines representing the screw. But if we make a projection out of this for the 2D side, and I will anticipate one of the lessons that we are going to see, you can see that it recognizes as a thread and it represents it as a thread. Okay, this is quite convenient. Besides, we have another option. Let me take this out. I can make a cylinder in solids, okay, and I can use kind of a tool to make the thread cutting out of this cylinder. For example, I can choose the thread. It can be, let us say, for example, out of diameter I will use a little bigger. For example, I can use this, make it a little lower, doesn't matter. And what it does is something like this. It's kind of, we could make a thread from a tool. And also this is recognized if we project it to the side. This is recognized as a thread also. So this is very interesting, both of the options. Either one, because you may have situations for one and situations for the other, but this is very interesting to deal with the threads. And another issue about these threads is that we can connect these with parameters also. Okay, we've seen that one of the parameters, when you try to make a new parameter, one of the parameters is a thread parameter. So you can connect when you are inputting the thread, you can connect it to a parameter and change it automatically with the same concept that you've seen when using the parameters for other situations. So I hope these special shapes topic were clear and the examples were easy enough for your understanding, and I hope to see you in our next lesson.